Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. I wanted to make this video in order to share something that I have found quite useful and is not very easily accessible as far as I know. All credit for this goes to Owen Cook, also known as Tyler, RSD Tyler. I will put a link to his channel on the description of this video, and I will also put a link to the questions that I'm going to share with you. So essentially what this is, he called it a life audit. It's a series of questions to pose to yourself in order to audit your life, in order to see where you are and maybe to create a better path for where you want to go. As always, this video is going to be unedited and one take. So I will be reading some of those questions from the notes I have. Again, all credit goes to Owen Cook, who's been a great mentor of mine, even though he doesn't really know it. He's really inspired me, and every time I watch one of his videos, it makes me be a better person. So to start, audit your life circumstances. Are you at a level that you are happy? What experiences do you want to have that show you the beauty of life? These questions will help you connect to that desire. Some of the starter questions include, at what age do you want to be successful? What kind of social life do you want to have? What kind of dating life do you want to have? What qualities does your significant other have? Questions like this. Then questions like, what kind of career would you like to have? Those pertain more to your professional life. What kind of contribution would you like to make to the world? Again, as a vocation or as a profession. What kind of fun things would you like to do in life? What does your inner confidence look like? There are a few more questions like that, and then it goes to some more practical, more technical questions. So, according to Owen, you should sit down and audit your whole life. You should audit the habits that you have, the people that are around you, how you spend your time every day, how you spend your emotional energy, how you spend your mental, emotional, and time capital, everything. You should audit what you consume in terms of food, but also in terms of media. You should examine what kind of thoughts you have each day. Are they productive thoughts? Are they thoughts that you feel proud to have? Or are they thoughts that you feel ashamed to have, that you don't like to have? Do you think and visualize about things that move you forward in life? Or do you often fall in loops that are hard to escape from? It prompts you to rate everything in your life from 1 to 10 in rates in terms of pros and cons. For example, that's a really good example that he gives. Rate the pleasure of being lazy and apathetic and avoiding approach anxiety, and weigh it against the pain of being alone and without relationships that matter. Because not approaching, not being social also gives you some pleasure, but you should weigh that pleasure against the pleasure and the benefits that you would get from taking action. Then he goes on to present some types of capital to audit, like, as I've said before, time capital, emotional capital, thought capital. Examine every minute of your day. What time you wake up? How long does it take you to get out of bed? How long does it take you to relax? How long does it take you to get into action? What is your basic emotion? Is it hope? Is it despair? Is it negative feelings? Is it positive feelings? Then we have energetic capital. How much are you eating? How much are you sleeping? How much do you spend on proactive recovery? not scrolling or lazing about? How much do you spend on spiritual renewal? This is a big problem, and it's a thing I would also personally like to address. I would like to become more spiritual because I think this is a major problem nowadays for a lot of people. Then we go on to measure passion capital, as Owen puts it. What do you like to do that gets you paid? What is actually fun for you? What would you like to learn that doesn't feel like a chore, so you have that energy feeding you? Are you passionate about purely making money or about any other specific thing? That depends on you. You need to sit down and ask yourself all those questions. Again, I will put a link with my notes so you can use them if you'd like. Then we have skills and strengths. You should sit down and get to know what are your strengths, what are your skills, and what are your weaknesses. You have to be honest with yourself because this will help you immensely. And then in the end, he's talking about networking and social capital. For example, what type of friends do you have? Do you have friends that are spiritually renewing? Do you have friends that like to have fun? Do you have friends that you have a shared history with, friends that you love? Or is everything purely transactional? Do you even have friends? Do you have cool, fun, or rich friends that you could maybe employ in order to get more people around you with the same values? He also talks about social media capital because he believes that having a good social media profile today is very important because it acts as a storefront to who you are. It's like a small sample of your life, of who you are, of what your values are. So this is also something that you should pay attention to. Then we have spiritual capital and sales knowledge. Two things that may sound quite contradictory, but if you've spent any time watching Owen Cook's content, you'll see how he masterfully puts together those two, and he actually really believes that they are one and the same. If you want to be more spiritual, you have to be able to sell. Sell? What does he mean by that? You have to be able to convince other people to join your cause or to like buy into your product, whatever your product is. If you really think that you have a good product, if you really think that you are someone worth knowing, then you really owe it to yourself and to the world to learn sales so you can sell them that. That being either yourself or your product or your service. And what is more spiritual than that? Honestly. So it's a very basic summary of the audit your life questions. I just wanted to share this with everyone because I've tried to search for this video where he talks about it. It's on one of his videos on his free tour page, one of his speeches, free tour speeches, but I couldn't find it. So if anyone knows which video this is, feel free to put it down in the comments. Again, all credit for this goes to Owen Cook. He's an impressive man. He's really been an inspiration for me. That's why I wanted to share some of his ideas with the world. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.